And now we return to a previous story regarding the sexual allegation case with the Senate. As we are told from before, in Abuja, in the Federal Capital Territory, where the Senate Committee on Ethics adjourned its petition case as it's been viewed. We have joining us now our guest, Ufeli, a lawyer and also public affairs commentator. He's joining us from Atlanta, Georgia. Mr. Ufeli, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. Well, it's afternoon here. All right, evening actually.
Yeah.
Good. So, Mr. Ufeli, the committee has adjourned indefinitely, citing the fact that case was already in court, but the matter has already traveled a long distance enough to get Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan suspended. What do you think, in your view, has happened and what will go on from here?
Well, the moment the matter is initiated before a court of law, you cannot have the same matter being litigated pari passu with a different institution. You know, the right thing to do is to suspend it indefinitely, to allow the court to determine it, okay? Where parties are not satisfied after the court's decision, then they can go further or decide to explore other quasi-judicial means to have the issue resolved. The committee set up is not a court of law. So a court of law is the institution that is actually designated for the purposes of the matter under reference. So I think that suspension was fine. I mean, let the adjournment indefinitely is fine because that is the right thing to do at this point.
So it appears that there are many who don't have faith in the process. There are many who believe that Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan might not get justice. How do you weigh in on this?
Well, those who think that he might not get justice will have to wait first for the court to decide. Okay, the court is not like the plenary of the National Assembly. No, the court will deal with facts and evidence. The court will marry evidence with facts. Okay. And it is dangerous for Nigerians to conclude, most Nigerians who have concluded that the courts are not, you can't get justice in Nigerian court. That's not true. That's not true. The matter is going to go through processes. And when it goes through those processes, the court will, with evidence, decide whether or not there was, you know, the allegations raised were true based on evidence. And the right penalty will be meted accordingly. So there's nothing like the court will not get, you cannot get justice from Nigerian courts when you have not even initiated a process. Okay? So let the process go on. Let Nigerians follow the case. Okay? Everyone can actually go to the court, the public place, then follow the case diligently and see whether you can get justice in Nigerian court or not. This bandwagon approach where everybody just jump out and stuff, you cannot get justice in Nigerian court. I don't think it's the right thing to do. Even those who have not even initiated any case or follow any will tell you cannot get justice. Who says so? Nigerian courts are functioning and they're effective. So let's see how it goes. From here, we can take it further.
Okay. So you say the Nigerian courts are very effective and we should at least be patient and see. But I'm very worried. I don't know if you saw the plenary session, the shouting match that happened. The representatives of the suspended senator fell into a shouting match with the senators. How is it so difficult to actually have a conversation on such a level of governance, and especially when you consider the matter at stake?
Well, it was embarrassing when I saw the outbursts of you know, two persons who are among those who are supposed to undertake this process when they were, you know, venting. Oby Ezekwesili and one other senator from Ebonyi State. They had this outlandish outburst of anger and name calling. Okay. And I find it rather disconcerting. I know that dispute will arise at every point in time, but they should also know that they are there to resolve this. They are there to resolve one. So it will not be good to see that those who have been selected to have qualified to intervene in a matter are the ones now fighting and yelling. That is not a good thing to say. And by the way, needless to say, I saw my boss there, Oby Ubani, SAN. With seeing him there, I had some level of courage that because he's a man of peaceful standing, and a couple of other people who have seen that have integrity. I believe that this panel will have a far-reaching effect by the time they fully have the authority to continue in the case. Okay, they will. But for now, this outburst was needless. I wouldn't know the genesis of it. I wouldn't know what must have transpired because we only saw a clip of the dispute. But the incident that happened before the dispute, we were not able to see that. But I think it's only human for people to have this kind of vent. And they could also resolve it there and there. I mean, there's no point carrying malice about. They could resolve it there. And they should also bear in mind that they are there to resolve a dispute, an existing one that is sensitive, that borders on the entire nation, and principal member of the National Assembly is involved. So I think that reason will prevail at some point, and they will get this pulled through for the interests of peace.
So Evans, the judge finally recused himself today, and it makes you wonder whether this sets the case back to square one, or if in any way it helps the case at all. What's your take regarding the judge recusing himself from the case?
Yeah, I don't know the reason for that, but it's not uncommon to find judges recusing themselves. There are so many reasons why a judge can recuse himself from a case. Okay, if the judge have any relationship with any or either parties, such judge will not be able to undertake to such matter. If there are other issues that may clog the will of justice in the process of the delivery of justice, and it is so that the matter can be looked at dispassionately by an independent judge that have no relationship or any kind of link or connection with the parties thereto, the judge may apply that he be recused to the CJ. Sometimes even the CJ that will initiate the process, and it is not for us lawyers and judges. We've seen that over and over again. It's for the purpose of justice. Now, those Nigerians who are saying that you cannot get justice in Nigerian court, they should come and make comments on the issue under reference, that the judge handling the matter has recused herself from the process. Okay, they should go and investigate why they should do that. You will find out that it is for the purpose of promoting justice. That's why you have that in most cases. So this is a signal to the fact that the judicial system is still no matter the level of the people cast aspersion at the judiciary and the rest of that, most times it's not with evidence, it's just with a bandwagon approach and talk that have no basis on evidence and the rest of that. So I believe that a new judge this case will be assigned to a new judge, okay, one that is independent, one that is dispassionate, that will look at the case from point of evidence and fact and arrive at a judgment that will be incontestable.
Evans Ufeli, want to say thank you for joining us this evening on the news to give your expert opinion.
My pleasure.